like my new desk layout? Yes, greetings Earthlings. Anybody who knows me will know that I love to get computers for really cheap or free even, such as this thing. I got this for free. This is a Dell Inspiron something or other, Windows Vista style laptop that you've seen before. And also this £30 HP DC 5700 that I got off eBay quite a while ago. I love getting computers, 10-year-old ones, and making them usable. And guess what? I've done it again. This is quite clearly a Dell. It's an OptiPlex-780. There is no GX as far as I know, it's just an OptiPlex-780. Core 2 Quad Q9400 at 2.6 GHz. That basically makes it the most powerful desktop computer I own. Unless you class the Mac that I use quite often, but that isn't mine, that's my dad's. So, I neglected to take it out of its little cubbyhole on top of this old CRT analog TV, which I never use. But we're going to take a look at it here. See, okay, it has a laptop style DVD burner. You have two USB ports, although the strange thing is, if I take a USB enabled device here, this is a little memory stick adapter thingy, and it's supposed to go this way up because you can see the card slots there. But if I put it this way up in here, it won't, well, it'll go in this case, but that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to put it in upside down. So, you tell me what's going on there. Anyway, we're going to boot this thing up on this monitor with that mouse. I've basically just put this where the compact used to be, and we're going to boot it up and see what it does. I installed 3 gigs of RAM in this, as well as a 500 gig hard drive. It already came with 1 gig of RAM, and I put an extra 2 in it. This computer cost me 40 quid. We're going to boot into, yes, the dreaded Windows Vista first. This computer cost me all of 40 quid off eBay. Now, that's really good price. It was a bare bones system. It didn't come with a hard drive. It didn't come with memory, although it did. It said it didn't come with memory. But I think it's a great price for what it is. You can see Vista starting up here. On a side note, I don't understand what's wrong with Vista. It's sometimes a little bit slow, but like, it really doesn't make any difference, apart from the fact that the Microsoft activation system really sucks. You're supposed to be able to activate this over the internet, huh? Because I can't get it working. Every time I try and use the internet to activate this, well, in fact, it wouldn't even let me. It just said use the automated phone system, purchase a product key, or type a different product key. I set it up with the regular Vista background and start menu and everything. I got rid of the sidebar. Although I like Vista, to be honest, the sidebar is completely useless. So we're going to take a look at some stuff that I have loaded on here. I've got Skype on here. I'll come back to you when this is loaded. Sometimes this takes a while. Oh no, there is multiple security problems with my computer. It's pretty much already loaded up here. And I changed the background to black just because it makes it easier. But I have it's a micro nano Wi-Fi adapter here, and I want to show you this. If you look at the connector, you can see it goes in that way up technically. But if you plug it in to the right place, it won't fit. You have to flip it upside down. And once this loads, it will actually connect to the network. It's set up to do that. Like I say, Windows Vista, it's sometimes slightly slow, but it's always working for me. Actually, it isn't going to connect because I'm in the house. Right, let's connect to a network.
Connect to a network. Set list. GP20, GP998.
No, that's the GoPro I'm using to record right now. Okay, I just typed in my password and it connected to my network, so we're going to get rid of this. And I'll show you the software that I've got on this thing. Let's see, all programs, all the usual Internet Explorer and stuff. Mozilla, Firefox, Thunderbird, those are pretty much essential for me. I know a lot of people use Chrome, but the problem is Chrome isn't accessible as accessible as Firefox. It's okay, but I don't think it's good enough. I've got the Webby4 web browser now. If you've never seen this, I'll open it up here. Oh, and it decides to do an update. Great. Well, the Webby web browser is basically a web browser that's made for the blind and visually impaired. You can get it at webby.org, I believe. Here we go.
Pane and text edit multi-line read only.
You can see it's finished loading.
Are using this service and link.
But you can see, as long as this is set to the right mode here, because you can change the individual mode, that this is just a big long list of links. And if I type in google.com, put in Google, it's using the Internet Explorer rendering engine, so it's not great, but there's a bunch of links, and then it just makes it easier for visually impaired people. For example, if you click on the text input, it pops up a completely separate dialog box, and you can type in test, and then press submit, and it searches for test on Google. So that's the Webby web browser. Let's see, what other programs do we have here? Windows Calendar, 7-zip, obviously. Accessible and Webby, that's the other programs. We have Dropbox. Extras and upgrades, that's part of it. We've got Git installed on here because it gives you Sigwin and because it actually works, and I like Git and I need Git to use Git for Git stuff. In other words, basically I can use Git to work on my programs. Google Drive, iTunes, Java, okay, like Codex, maintenance, Malwarebytes, Microsoft Office. Oh, Microsoft Office Starter. I'd like to show you this. If you're looking to get Microsoft Office but you have no money, you can get Microsoft Office Starter, which gives you Word and Excel. It doesn't give you PowerPoint, and it barely gives you any features, but once it loads here, you can see it's basically Word with ads on the side, and about 90% of the stuff at the top is gone. But this is an officially supported Microsoft product, and it will open and save Microsoft Office OpenXML files. So if you're looking for a for a free Office suite and you need Microsoft Office, that's what to go for. We've got Silverlight, Notepad++, NVDA, PuTTY, which this thing says PuTTY for some reason, Python 2.7, Relink Wireless, which lets me use that Wi-Fi adapter down there. Skype, I do have Skype installed on here. I don't actually have a webcam set up, and it might actually be harder to do that than you think, because if you look up in here, you can see there's no space between the TV and the shelf, but I'll work something out. I do have a microphone right here. The problem is with this thing, every time you plug it into the computer, it moves the audio. Well, I use a screen reader, so that's kind of a problem. Nevertheless, it works. We have VLC, and that's pretty much it for Windows, so let's restart this thing. Right here, and we're going to boot into Linux. As much as I think Windows Vista is okay, it sure as heck takes a long time to restart or shut down. I do have Service Pack 2 and everything installed, by the way. If anybody knows of any unofficial updates for Windows Vista, please let me know, because I know you can do it with XP, and I've done it with XP, but Vista, we have problems. Vista's now unsupported, if you were unaware, as of April 2017, I believe. So anyway, I'll see you when this is booted up. It's Debian testing. I installed it with the Jessie net installer and then upgraded it, but we'll see how it goes. I'll come back to you when this is booted up. Here we are, booted into my Mate environment. You can see the desktop backgrounds, whatever the heck this is. I tried to make this black, and if you go into the preferences, you will see that it is actually set to black. However, for some reason this doesn't work. I guess it's just a consequence of using older newer software. Another thing that I'm annoyed about, I can't show you this because even though Orca is actually turned on right now, I believe I messed up the audio settings, so I'm going to have to get somebody to fix that. But the other thing that's annoying is if you open up a terminal, I'm trying to press the 3-finger combination thing with one hand. If you open up a terminal like here, Orca will say return whenever you hit return and backspace whenever you hit backspace, which it does normally in text editors and stuff, but I kind of liked the fact that it didn't do that in the terminal. So if anybody knows how you can, for example, maybe make it so it doesn't say anything at all in any application when you press return or backspace, because I'm happy to live with that, then could somebody please tell me, because this is a problem in Ubuntu Mate 16.04 as well. I have just standard array of stuff on here. Nothing really interesting. Got rid of GIMP, obviously, there's not really much point in having it. So, it's just a standard system. But yeah, that was my video on the Dell OptiPlex-780 set up on my shelf here with my 1080p TV that used to be over there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a like is most appreciated. It helps out a lot, really. I mean it. If you didn't like this video, you suck. Leave a dislike. You can comment. Please subscribe. Peace out.